Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Did a podcast.
Yeah, what is this interview? I have got to go listen to this later on because this seems like something that is so damning that it should just be handled right now.
So she says, during an appearance on Bert Kreischer's podcast released on Tuesday evening, Becky was discussing how her and her husband Seth Rollins began seeing each other. She said that at the time she had been warned to, quote, stay away from the boys, and specifically mentioned one male talent who was alleged to blacklist wrestlers after making advances toward them. Lynch said at the time it was, quote, stay away from the boys, don't go near the boys. Not going to name names, but there was a guy in the main roster who was like, be careful, because one, he'll try to sleep with you. If he sleeps with you, then he'll blacklist you. At this point, he jokingly asked if the person was Cody Rhodes. Lynch continued, then if he tries to sleep with you and you don't sleep with him, he'll also blacklist you. So there was this line that you had to walk, this tightrope. Yeah, Kreischer then asked if he knows the person whom Lynch was referring. Lynch responded, you know him, definitely, and then her and Rollins laughed. At one point, he got my number. I remember being like, how do you walk this line? There was always this thing of if you get into a relationship and things go south, they're not going to fire the guy. They're always going to fire the girl. So it was a very scary, precarious thing. Kreischer jokingly added, that would be upsetting if they fired the guy. So I'm trying to make sense of this here. A guy on the main roster. So she is saying there was a guy on the main roster. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. So listen, the first time I heard this, I thought, is she talking about Vince? Then they mentioned you can't fire the guy. I mean, I don't know who she's talking about. I have absolutely no idea. I have no idea why you would tell a story like this and not name the person. Presumably, the person doesn't work there anymore. Otherwise, she wouldn't bring this story up. It's just a very... And then her and Rollins laughing about it. So, I don't know what's going on. I don't know when this was. I mean, presumably this was the mid-2010s, I would think, when she was first coming up to the main roster. And, of course, Vince was there.
Well, it sounds like it's whenever her and Seth Rollins got together.
I'm trying to figure out the timeline here. She said her and Seth began seeing each other at the time she had been warned. So I think this was before they got together. It sounds like when she first got called up to the main roster, she was just given this warning. But it doesn't specify. I'm just astounded that this story would be told, and I don't know why you would tell this story if you're not going to say who it was or...
And where do you go from here?
I don't know, man.
Now that this story's out, like, don't you think people want some sort of resolution or something? I don't know. Maybe it's all hearsay. You know, I don't.
I mean, she gives no other details, but I mean, my gut feeling is she's talking about Vince, but then she does say it's someone on the main roster, and that the person got her. Wouldn't Vince already have the number? I don't know. It's just a bizarre story here. Just thrown out nonchalantly on this podcast. So I feel like this will potentially build into something bigger, but who knows, you know? It was brought up at a weird time, right before Thanksgiving, and everyone's off the road, and I don't know. So that was very bizarre. And then Seth on the same podcast basically said that he's going to be out at least 6 months. He's hoping to be back by WrestleMania season. So probably 12 weeks we'll be moving into WrestleMania season, hoping around February after the holiday stuff, I can lock it in, stop eating so much junk food, basically. Give myself a month before I come back, and maybe April. So he's targeting WrestleMania for his return. We'll see if that ends up taking place. But if you love this show, you should consider signing up at WrestlingObserver.com. WrestlingObserver.com has every show that we have ever done. Over 15,000 podcasts in the archives, dating back to 2005. Searchable by show, searchable by year. Perhaps the first show you ever watched was 2008 WrestleMania? Well, you can head into the archives, and you can find the podcast we did all built around the 2008 WrestleMania. Every major show, whether it be WWE, AEW, we covered it all. 15,000 archived shows at WrestlingObserver.com. Also, when you subscribe, you get full access to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. There's a new Observer every Friday. And on top of that, we have thousands and thousands of archived issues of the Observer dating back to 1991. So again, WrestleMania 2008, go to the archives, search WrestleMania 2008, read all of the issues surrounding that show. Of course, Wrestling Observer newsletter, 40,000 words of news and information on pro wrestling and mixed martial arts every single week. New issue comes out every Friday. New back issue comes out every Monday. You also get the discussion board. One of the best discussion boards on the internet. It's members only. If you're going to troll, well, you got to pay to troll, and there aren't too many of those. And if you cause too much trouble, you're out of there. So if you want a great place to discuss professional wrestling, it is the board. Also available as a subscriber at WrestlingObserver.com. The whole package, all of the new shows, all of the archived shows, all of the new issues of The Observer, all of the archived editions of the newsletter, all of the past episodes of Wrestling Observer Radio, Wrestling Observer Live, The Bryan and Vinny Show, Figure Four Daily, Filthy Four Daily, The Board, all of it, just $14.99 per month. The full shebang, and you can save a lot of money getting an annual subscription. A full year, you basically get 2 months free. So check it out, WrestlingObserver.com, everything you'll ever need as a fan of professional wrestling. Check it out today, F4WOnline.com.